Hey everyone, John here from testprepinsight.com, and today I'm going to be covering the major reasons why you should choose Becker to help you prepare for the CPA exam, and the major reasons why you should not. That way you have a balanced, unbiased view of the Becker prep materials. And just so you know, I am a CPA, and I've personally purchased the Becker CPA review course. I've tested and evaluated all their different study materials, prep books and lessons, and all that jazz. So I think if you keep an open mind, this video review should be everything you need to make an informed purchase decision. So if you're ready, let's get to it. Okay, let's jump right in here. So I'll start by saying that since I'll be focusing on the big ticket items in this video review here today, if at any point you feel like you need some more information or detail, you've got a couple options. I'll have a link down in the description below over to Becker's website where you can check this course out for yourself. And I'll also have a link over to our website where we have a full detailed written review of the Becker CPA course, or you can always just Google Test Prep Insight Becker CPA review. That's a great way too. Okay, now let's talk about the first major reason why you should go with Becker for your prep. And for me, one of the biggest advantages that Becker provides lies in its simulated exams. To be more specific, they offer 12 full-length practice tests. And what's special about Becker here is not the quantity of tests, it's the fact that these 12 simulated exams are comprised of fresh, never-before-seen questions. This is pretty rare in the CPA prep industry. The vast majority of Becker's competitors offer simulated exams that are comprised solely of recycled problems from their question banks. So in my eyes, this is one of the greatest strengths of the Becker course. Seeing entirely new problems for the first time is a huge benefit when you're trying to prepare under exam-like conditions. And what's also nice is that these simulated tests mirror the real CPA exam interface, so you're getting the look and feel of the true experience. Okay, so that's reason number one, fresh, never-before-seen practice exams. Now, on to reason number two, which is all about Becker's on-demand video lectures. But before I dive into that, if I could just ask you, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and drop us a comment below. That would be hugely appreciated. We're the only test prep company out there that does this much research, so any support you can show us really goes a long ways. Okay, so back to those on-demand video lessons. And this is another area where Becker separates themselves from competitors. In these video lessons, rather than having an instructor on screen walking you through a concept in front of a whiteboard or talking over a PowerPoint slideshow, the Becker lessons use their textbooks as the basis of the video. So how it works is that a digital textbook appears on screen and your instructor verbalizes the lesson as you read along. They circle key points, underline important phrases, make notes in the margins, and mark up the text. It's like someone standing over your shoulder as you read, offering additional context and helpful tidbits, and telling you when and where you need to take note of important concepts. And while this format might not be right for every person out there, I personally really like it. I prefer textbook-style learning, so maybe I'm a bit biased, but I found this method of teaching to be incredibly effective. All of the detail is right there in front of you, and you have an expert reading alongside you, pointing out exactly where you really need to pay attention and providing helpful context along the way. Okay, so let's move on to reason number three, and this has to do with those prep books that I just mentioned. And to put it simply, I think Becker provides the most robust set of prep books in the CPA review space. These books are incredibly thorough and well written, which shouldn't come as a total shock considering they're at the heart of every course. Becker has been vetting and updating these books for decades. The level of detail is simply incredible, and just as importantly, they're really well organized. The books are methodically laid out in a manner that's both logical and easy to follow. So bottom line, if you're a textbook type of learner like me, Becker's a fantastic option. Okay, on to reason number four, and this is more of an overarching reason on why to go with Becker. And that's that I think Becker simply provides the most well-rounded and complete course curriculum out there. Offering 90+ hours of live online classes, over 750 on-demand video lessons which total hundreds of hours, thousands of practice problems, top-notch prep books, and fresh, authentic, simulated exams, it's just plain tough for other courses to compete with Becker. Sure, other CPA prep providers may win in certain singular areas, like Gleim with their 1,300+ task-based simulations, or Surgeon with their adaptive tech that creates a customized study plan, or even Roger with their super high-energy instructors. But when it's all said and done, these other prep providers fall short in one category or another, while Becker is just plain solid in every area. So for those of you looking to minimize risk, Becker is about as surefire as they come. Okay, so now that we've covered the big reasons in favor of Becker, let's get to some of the downsides. And the first one that comes to mind is price. It's no secret Becker courses are on the expensive side. They offer 3 different prep options. Their Advantage, Premium, and Pro courses that range from around $2,400 on the low side to $3,500 on the high side. So if you're working with a limited budget, there's no question that Becker might just not work for you. And if this is the case and money's tight, you might want to check out our reviews of Gleim or Jaeger, which are two budget tier CPA prep options. I'll drop a link to both reviews down in the description below. But before we leave the topic of price, I should just mention that Becker routinely runs sales. Those $2,400 to $3,500 figures I mentioned a minute ago don't really mean much. It seems like Becker is usually running special discounts or promos that knock anywhere from $500 all the way up to $1,200 off their full course prices, so make sure to keep an eye out for those. I'll do my best to update that text below the video screen with any of those codes or coupons that might be floating around out there to try and help save you some serious cash. Okay, downside number 2 has to do with the Becker answer explanations. And I know this is a super nitpicky point, but I just found these text explanations that accompany the practice test questions to be a little annoying. Essentially, when you click to see the problem explanation of why you got the question right or wrong, it pops up in a separate window from the on-screen problem, and it's always too small to read. So you have to drag the window to the middle of the screen, enlarge it, and then read the explanation. I know, this sounds like a minor annoyance, but when you have to do this dozens of times in a row, it can wear on you a little. Again though, just to be clear, the explanations themselves are great. They're super helpful. It's just more of a formatting thing. Okay, that about wraps up the detail for this video review, so let's take one last look at these pros and cons side by side to help put things in perspective. And real quick, before I forget, I should probably mention, since you're studying for the CPA exam, every single month we give away a free prep course to one of our subscribers to help them prep. In order to enter to win this free prep course, there's just 3 simple things you need to do. I'll toss those up on the screen right here, and I'll also have all the details down in the description below. It's super simple. It'll take you less than 30 seconds to win, and you have a chance to win a free prep course. Heck, you could even win a free Becker CPA review course. Okay, now let's cover those major reasons why you should go with Becker. And to recap, you've got 1, 12 fresh, never-before-seen practice tests that closely resemble the real CPA exam. 2, super effective on-demand video lessons. And 3, the best CPA prep books in the space. And as far as the negatives, you have 1, the Becker courses are more on the pricey side, and 2, the formatting of the practice problem explanations can be a little annoying. So there you have it. As you can probably tell, I had to really dig deep to find any negatives with Becker. Like I mentioned earlier, I just think Becker provides the best overall CPA review course in the industry. And honestly, I wouldn't hesitate to go with Becker if you're serious about passing the CPA exam on your first try. And that's all I have for you today. I hope this video review has been useful. If you learned a little something or we helped you out in any way, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping us a comment below. That would be hugely appreciated. And if you want to learn more about the CPA exam, or again, see our full detailed written review of the Becker CPA review course, make sure to check out our website, testprepinsight.com, where we have a ton of great content about all things CPA exam. As always, best of luck. We'll see you in the next one.